Just a couple of seasons ago, Adrian Martinez was viewed by many as a Heisman candidate. He was putting up some record-breaking numbers at Nebraska, and with Scott Frost as the new head coach, Nebraska looked like they were turning a corner and Adrian Martinez would be leading the Huskers. Unfortunately, Adrian Martinez just never lived up to expectations, and now his time in Nebraska is over. This past week, Adrian Martinez announced that he'd be entering the transfer portal to use his one final year of eligibility. Today, we're going to be taking a look back at the career of Adrian Martinez in Nebraska and trying to figure out just what exactly went wrong. But before we get to today's video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to the channel. If you love college football content, then this is definitely the place for you. If you're watching this video, it likely means you aren't subscribed, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more future videos. If there's a topic you'd like to see me discuss, drop a comment down below, and it very well could turn into my next video. Also, if you guys could give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps share the video with more college football fans, and it only takes a second to do. So after spending 4 years as the starting quarterback for Nebraska, Adrian Martinez announced that he'd be entering the transfer portal. He took to Twitter to share the news. The University of Nebraska will always be a place I can call home. It has been an honor and a privilege to represent the N for 4 years. I want to thank Coach Frost, Verduzco, and the rest of the staff for giving me an opportunity to play for such a great university. Thank you to my teammates and my lifelong friends for making my time here special. Thank you to the people of Nebraska for your continued support throughout my journey. I have made the decision to put my name in the transfer portal. I'm excited for the next opportunity ahead. I'll always be a Nebraska Cornhusker at heart and a proud alum. GBR, and God bless. Now, this news doesn't really come as much of a surprise, as many people expected Adrian Martinez to enter the transfer portal. After his 4th season with the team, things just didn't go right in 2021, and it appeared that it was time for a fresh start for both parties. Now, if it seems like Adrian Martinez has been in Nebraska for a while, well, it's because he has. He's been the starting quarterback going all the way back to 2018. He's the only 3-time captain in Nebraska history. As you can imagine, Martinez has earned essentially every award imaginable there and has broken almost every record. Adrian Martinez was originally committed to Cal and then committed to Tennessee, but he became Scott Frost's top recruit when he came over from UCF. Martinez was ranked as the number 56 player in the ESPN 300 and was ranked as the number 4 pocket passer. Rivals and 24/7 Sports both ranked him among the nation's top 10 dual-threat quarterbacks. Martinez made 11 starts as a true freshman and really put his name on the college football map. He made school history by starting the season opener against Colorado, becoming the first true freshman quarterback to start a season opener in Nebraska history, and just the 2nd freshman quarterback to start a season opener. He was just the 3rd true freshman in Husker history to start a quarterback in general. Martinez was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Week 3 times in 2018, the first quarterback to win the award 3 times since JT Barrett in 2014. He was also recognized as an honorable mention All-Big Ten selection and freshman All-American. As I mentioned, he set numerous records as a freshman in 2018. He averaged a school record 295 yards of total offense per game. He ranked 12th nationally in total offense per game in 2018 and was first among all freshmen. His average of 295 yards of total offense per game was the 9th highest mark by a freshman in NCAA history and the 3rd best by a true freshman. He completed 65% of his passes while throwing for over 2,600 yards, ranking 2nd in school history in completion percentage, 6th in completions, 8th in passing yards, and 10th in passing touchdowns with 17. He also rushed for over 600 yards, the 4th highest rushing total of any true freshman in school history. For the season, he had 3,200 yards of total offense, which was the 5th highest total in Nebraska history. He had 7 games with at least 300 yards of total offense, a school record. After such a fantastic 2018 season, Adrian Martinez entered the 2019 season with some Heisman buzz. If you looked at every preseason Heisman ranking, Martinez was near the top, if not the favorite to win. But unfortunately, he just couldn't replicate the amazing 2018 freshman season that he had. He started 10 of 12 games, and his numbers were just down across the board. He threw for just under 2,000 yards with 10 passing touchdowns, while adding 600 yards on the ground with 7 scores. His average of 62.5 rushing yards a game was the highest by a Husker quarterback since 2012, and his average of 260 yards of total offense a game ranked 3rd in the Big Ten. but Nebraska finished the season 5-7 and missed a bowl game. Martinez made 6 starts as a junior in 2020, putting up some decent numbers, but yet again, he just couldn't seem to get Nebraska over the hump as they finished the season 3-5. He completed 71.5% of his passes, a Huskers season record, and leading the Big Ten, but he threw for only 1,000 yards and had 4 touchdown passes. He was a threat on the ground as he rushed for 500 yards with 7 touchdowns. He became the 3rd player in program history to lead Nebraska in both rushing and passing in the same season. He was also 2nd in the country among quarterbacks in rushing yards per game while averaging just under 75 yards a game. The numbers that Adrian Martinez was putting up was fine, but again, Nebraska just couldn't seem to win the big games. They certainly had their chances, as they lost to Northwestern by 8, lost to Iowa by 6, and lost to Minnesota by 7. Adrian Martinez just couldn't pull out the victories when he needed them most. Finally, in 2021, Adrian Martinez started the first 11 games of the season before missing the final game with an injury. He completed 61% of his passes for 2,800 yards and 14 passing touchdowns, becoming the first player in Nebraska history with 4 1,000-yard passing seasons. He averaged 308 yards of total offense per game, breaking his own school record he set during his freshman year. Although he put up solid numbers in 2021, this was probably the worst season he had while at Nebraska. Nebraska had a weird year as they were pretty much in every game, but finished the year 3-9. They lost to Illinois by 8, lost to Oklahoma by 7, lost to Michigan State by 3, lost to Michigan by 3, lost to Minnesota by 7, lost to Purdue by 5, lost to Ohio State by 9, lost to Wisconsin by 7, and lost to Iowa by 7. Nebraska had a chance to win every single one of these games. Now, I'm not saying they would have won the Big Ten and that they'd be competing for a college football playoff spot, but they certainly could have easily been a 6-6 team, maybe finishing the year with 7 or 8 wins. And at the end of the day, that's the number one thing you ask out of your starting quarterback. You don't need them to throw for 400 or 500 yards, you need them to get a touchdown on the biggest drive of the game when it matters most. And unfortunately for Adrian Martinez, he just couldn't do that. There were times this season when he got booed and times when he made just boneheaded plays that cost Nebraska the game. Something that Adrian Martinez seemed to do multiple times during his time at Nebraska. These are all the records that Adrian Martinez holds at Nebraska. Career total offensive yards, career completions, career 300-yard total offensive games, career 400-yard total offensive games, career 250-yard passing games, season total offensive yards per game, season completion percentage. He also holds 6 different freshman records as well. From what I've read throughout social media, it seems like Adrian Martinez is loved by a lot of people in Nebraska, but there are certainly those that don't hold him to a high standard because of what he did during his time there. Now, I get it, he didn't necessarily give Nebraska the amount of wins they should have had, but, you know, with the way this Nebraska team was, I'm not necessarily certain any other quarterback could have been much better. He didn't necessarily have the best offensive weapons surrounding him, and again, I don't know which quarterback could have done much better at this team. He easily could have come back for another season in Nebraska, but with their coaching staff getting a major makeover, I think this was a perfect time for a breakup. We finally get to see what Adrian Martinez can do in another program, hopefully giving himself a chance to shine one final time. Plus, we get to see how Scott Frost looks with a different quarterback at the helm. I think this is going to be a decision that works for both parties, but we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out next season. There are certainly a number of teams that can use Adrian Martinez next season. Either way, I think Adrian Martinez is going to thrive in 2022, as he certainly has the capability to be a really good quarterback. If he goes to the right system and the right coaching staff, I think Adrian Martinez is going to have a fantastic 2022 season. So, what are your thoughts on Adrian Martinez and his time during Nebraska? Did you think that he was going to be able to get Nebraska over the hump and potentially be a Heisman candidate? I know I sure did entering the 2019 season, but hey, sometimes things just happen in college football. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and let me know where you think Adrian Martinez might be playing in 2022. Or let me know what team you think is the best landing spot for Adrian Martinez. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to the channel. Again, I'm going to be posting college football videos all off season, so if you're a college football fan, this is definitely the place for you. Like I said at the beginning of the video, drop a comment down below on a future video topic, and I might make that my next video. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up so it helps share it with more college football fans. Plus, maybe some more Nebraska fans can come in and share their thoughts on Adrian Martinez. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.